Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to another Route to 24 video. It's already February, believe it or not, and although you may still be playing games from January, it is time to take a look at what you might want to check out in the next few weeks. So here we go. These are some highlights from February 2019 in the Japanese release schedule. If you're worried about not doing anything for Valentine's Day, well, you don't need to worry for long because you can spend it with your favorite Jump characters when Jump Force comes out on February 14th. There's been a bunch of Jump crossover fighting games in Japan, but I feel like Jump Force is the crossover game that we've been waiting for this whole time. You might not be into the anime realistic fusion aesthetic they have going on, but the gameplay itself is a highlight here. If you're into fast-paced anime battles, you probably won't be too disappointed by Jump Force. If you're not into Jump, then what about sex? And nightmares? Well, you can get both of those in Catherine Full Body, also releasing on the 14th. When Atlas was teasing the original Catherine, I figured they were using it to get their feet wet with PS3 development and we'd be seeing a Persona game on PS3 a few years later. Although a few years turned into a bunch of years and we wouldn't see Persona 5 until the very end of the PS3's life cycle, Catherine turned out to be a pretty good game on its own and has a pretty decent fanbase. Whether you're a fan of the original or you haven't played the game at all, there's something for everyone in Full Body. Well, as long as you like action puzzle games, I guess. On the 21st, the Ace Attorney Trilogy makes its way over to the Switch, PS4, and Xbox One. There might not be much reason to pick this up if you've already played it on the 3DS, but just in case you haven't, or you really wanted to play the games on a bigger screen, well, now you can. The Ace Attorney games are pretty popular, and for good reason. Unraveling a murder plot while also defending someone in court by abusing the save load function every time you submit wrong evidence, well, that's only a thrill you can get from the Ace Attorney games. Once upon a time, scrolling shoot-'em-up games were a common sight in arcades and on home consoles. And if you ever get nostalgic about those days, you'll be pleased to know that on February 28th, you can pick up the Darius Cosmic Collection on the Switch. The Cosmic Collection includes Darius, Darius 2, Sagaya, which is actually the overseas version of Darius 2, and Darius Gaiden. So much shooting action. And lastly, releasing on the 28th as well, is Left Alive on the PS4 and PC, although the PC version won't be out until March 6th. Left Alive has some pretty interesting people working on it. We have Yoji Shinkawa, the character designer behind the very well-received Metal Gear Solid art and design, Toshifumi Nabeshima, director on the Armored Core series, and Takayuki Yanase, mech designer who's worked on MGS4, Xenoblade Chronicles X, and Gundam 00, to name a few. Left Alive is a survival shooter game from Square Enix, and at first glance it looks like, well, a survival shooter. How does it play though? Well, I guess we'll have to wait until the end of the month to find out. But with a game with prolific designers behind it, and published by Square Enix, you'd think it wouldn't just be a generic shooter game. I mean, it couldn't be bad, right? Square Enix never makes bad games, right? Well, I think it's gonna do it for now. I know it's a super short list this month, but maybe that makes sense, I don't know. You're probably still playing Kingdom Hearts 3 anyway, so it's fine. If there's a game you think I missed and should have mentioned, go ahead and let me know down in the comments. You can also feel free to follow me on Twitter. You'll find a link in the description. If you have some extra time, why not head on over to the channel page and find another video to enjoy. If you like Japanese games, well, there might be something for you. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again. Take care.